6 years after saying goodbye to one of television's most beloved sitcoms, Dan Levy is finally stepping back into the world of TV comedy. The creator and star of the critically acclaimed series Schitt's Creek is preparing to debut his highly anticipated new project, Big Mistakes. Fans have been eagerly waiting to see what Levy would do next after Schitt's Creek concluded its historic run in 2020. Now, the Emmy-winning writer, actor, and producer is offering the first glimpse at his next creative venture, and it promises the same mix of sharp humor, heartfelt storytelling, and relatable characters that made his previous show a cultural phenomenon. In exclusive previews and interviews, Levy has shared early details about Big Mistakes, hinting that the new series will explore adulthood, complicated relationships, and the chaotic consequences of life's biggest missteps. While the project marks a new chapter for Levy, it also carries the DNA of the storytelling style that made him one of television's most distinctive voices. Life after Schitt's Creek. When Schitt's Creek ended in 2020, it did so at the absolute peak of its popularity. The show, co-created by Dan Levy and his father Eugene Levy, had grown from a modest comedy series into a global sensation. The story of the wealthy Rose family forced to rebuild their lives in a small town captured audiences around the world. Characters like David Rose and Moira Rose became pop culture icons, and the series' heartfelt approach to humor and relationships set it apart from traditional sitcoms. The show made television history during the 72nd Primetime Emmy Awards when it swept all 7 major comedy categories, including Outstanding Comedy Series, Outstanding Lead Actor, and Outstanding Lead Actress. It was a rare and remarkable achievement that cemented the show's place in television history. For Levy, however, the massive success of Schitt's Creek also came with pressure. Fans and critics alike wondered how he would follow up such a groundbreaking series. A creative break. After Schitt's Creek concluded, Levy didn't rush into another television project. Instead, he spent several years exploring different creative opportunities and reflecting on what he wanted to do next. During this period, he signed major development deals and worked on various film and television concepts. He also appeared in projects such as Happiest Season alongside Kristen Stewart, demonstrating his ability to move between acting, writing, and producing roles. But despite these ventures, Levy knew that returning to television comedy required the right idea. "I didn't want to create something just because people expected it," Levy explained in interviews. "The next show had to feel meaningful and exciting to me. That idea eventually became Big Mistakes." What is Big Mistakes about? At its core, Big Mistakes is a comedy about adulthood and the messy, unpredictable ways people navigate life's challenges. According to Levy, the series focuses on characters who are forced to confront the consequences of their decisions, whether those choices involve relationships, careers, friendships, or family dynamics. The show's central premise revolves around a group of adults whose lives become intertwined after a series of unexpected events. Each character brings their own history, insecurities, and ambitions, leading to humorous and often emotional situations. Levy describes the series as a story about how people deal with their biggest regrets and how those regrets can sometimes lead to surprising growth. While the title suggests chaos, the show also emphasizes resilience and self-discovery. A different tone, but the same heart. Fans of Schitt's Creek will likely notice some similarities in the emotional core of Big Mistakes. Levy has long been known for combining comedy with sincere, heartfelt storytelling. However, the new series will explore different themes and settings. Where Schitt's Creek centered on a family rebuilding their lives in a small town, Big Mistakes focuses more on adult friendships and personal choices. Levy has hinted that the tone will be slightly more grounded and reflective, though still filled with comedic moments. "The humor comes from the situations these characters find themselves in," Levy said. But the emotional truth is just as important. Dan Levy's creative evolution. Over the years, Dan Levy has become one of the most respected voices in modern television. His work on Schitt's Creek showcased his ability to craft stories that are both hilarious and deeply empathetic. The show was praised for its inclusive storytelling, particularly its portrayal of LGBTQ+ relationships. The romance between David Rose and Patrick Brewer was widely celebrated for its positive and authentic representation. With Big Mistakes, Levy hopes to continue exploring complex relationships and modern social dynamics. At the same time, he's eager to challenge himself creatively. "I want every project to push me in a different direction," he explained. "Otherwise, it wouldn't feel like growth." Behind the scenes of Big Mistakes. Although full production details are still being revealed, Levy is heavily involved in every aspect of the show. He serves as creator, writer, and executive producer, ensuring that the series reflects his unique storytelling voice. The show also features a collaborative writers' room that brings together experienced comedy writers and fresh creative talent. Levy believes that this collaborative approach helps build richer characters and more authentic dialogue. Comedy works best when you have a diverse group of voices contributing ideas, he said. Casting the new comedy. Casting is one of the most exciting aspects of any new television series, and Big Mistakes is no exception. Levy has promised a dynamic ensemble cast that blends established actors with rising stars. While many casting details remain under wraps, early reports suggest the show will feature a mix of comedic and dramatic performers. The goal, according to Levy, is to create a group of characters whose personalities naturally clash and complement each other. Great ensemble comedies thrive on chemistry, he explained. It's all about finding people who bring something unique to the table. The pressure of following a hit. Creating a new show after the success of Schitt's Creek is no easy task. The series developed an incredibly devoted fan base, and many viewers have high expectations for Levy's next project. But rather than seeing that pressure as a burden, Levy views it as motivation. I'm incredibly grateful that people care about what I do next, he said. But the most important thing is staying true to the story. He believes audiences will appreciate Big Mistakes for its own identity rather than comparing it directly to his previous work. Why the title Big Mistakes? The title of the show is both humorous and meaningful. Levy has explained that the concept came from the universal experience of making mistakes, and the ways those mistakes shape people's lives. Everyone has moments they wish they could redo. But sometimes those moments lead to unexpected opportunities. The series explores how characters navigate these turning points and learn to accept their flaws. Life rarely goes according to plan, Levy said. And that's where the comedy comes in. A new era of comedy. Television comedy has evolved significantly over the past decade. Shows are increasingly blending humor with deeper emotional storytelling. Levy's work fits perfectly into this modern style. With Big Mistakes, he aims to create a series that balances laugh-out-loud moments with thoughtful reflections on adulthood. This approach has become increasingly popular among viewers who want comedies that feel both entertaining and meaningful. Fans are already excited. Even before its premiere date has been announced, Big Mistakes is generating significant buzz. Fans of Schitt's Creek have taken to social media to express excitement about Levy's return to television. Many viewers say they are eager to see the kind of characters and storylines he creates this time around. Some fans are even hoping for surprise cameos from former Schitt's Creek cast members. While Levy hasn't confirmed any appearances, he has acknowledged the possibility. We're all still very close, he said with a smile. The legacy of Schitt's Creek. The lasting impact of Schitt's Creek continues to influence television today. The show proved that heartfelt storytelling and inclusive representation could resonate with audiences worldwide. It also transformed Dan Levy into a household name. From his iconic sweaters to his witty dialogue, Levy's creative style has become instantly recognizable. With Big Mistakes, he now has the opportunity to build on that legacy while exploring new ideas. Looking ahead, although the series is still in development, Big Mistakes already feels like one of the most anticipated comedy projects in television. The combination of Levy's creative vision, a strong ensemble cast, and a relatable premise could make the show another major hit. For Levy, however, success isn't measured solely by ratings or awards. It's about telling stories that connect with people, he said. If Big Mistakes can make audiences laugh, think, and maybe even see themselves in its characters, Levy will consider it a success. Final thoughts. 6 years after saying goodbye to Schitt's Creek, Dan Levy is ready to return to the television comedy landscape with Big Mistakes. While the show introduces new characters and themes, it carries the same spirit that made Levy's previous work so beloved: empathy, humor, and a deep understanding of human relationships. For fans who have been waiting patiently to see what Levy would do next, the answer is finally here. And if the early preview is any indication, Big Mistakes could be the beginning of another unforgettable television journey.